So, let's see. Yeah, lately... Oh, does it show my name? I think it might. Anyway, it doesn't matter because I told y'all all about my Super Mario World small speed run, and then I linked it, and the video that was talking about it had my name in it anyway. But this after a previous Windows update, this started popping up, and when I click this, like to stop asking, it doesn't matter. It still pops up every time. So if you get this one, you just hit run. And so I just showed the error messages I get when I try to launch the game and how to click through them. So this is going to be Sir Slowwalk doing his nightmare Izual runs. This should be centered well enough. Yeah, that's fine. Didn't make a video yesterday because I was lazy. Let's see, what else did I do yesterday that resulted in extra laziness with regards to videos? I feel like there must have been something. I don't know. Oh no, I was just watching Twitch and being lazy. That's right. I watched, let's see, I watched Enz play RimWorld, and then I watched Louie play Super Mario World, and then I watched Kakusho play Final Fantasy XIV. So I spent a lot of time, and I took a 2-hour nap. Yeah. And then I went to bed early. I was asleep by like 7:30 p.m. even with the nap. But then I slept for 12 hours, like without waking up in between, straight through. So when I sleep like that straight through, then I kind of consider for myself that it wasn't laziness that sent me to bed early. It was like, oh, I actually needed that sleep. Because 12 hours straight through is pretty intense. And I did work 6 days last week. So, I think I'm getting really well into the swing of things at work and like understanding what my responsibilities are and getting them done in a timely manner. So, and I'm not 100% sure, but I think the carpooling situation might be getting a little better. But we'll have to see on that one. Like maybe I'll only be out of the house for 10 to 12 hours instead of 12 to 14 hours. And when I say house, I mean apartment. I didn't play Diablo 2 yesterday. I record all of my gameplay now. So if I don't post a video, that means I didn't play. So it's not like I'm working on some secret project or something. I did look up Spanish to English dictionary, which day of the week is lunes, so I can do Lego lunes. Lunes, something like that. And it's Monday. So I think that's nice because it means Sunday, which is usually a day off, and I'll have the most time availability to do extracurricular hobbies. Sunday would be the day that I made a Lego video to post for Monday morning at midnight. So I might start doing that, trying to do Lego Mondays. And I'll have to see if I like it. I also kind of want to, and this one is probably even less likely, but I want to pick one day of the week. Probably for now it would be Thursdays, but tough to say. So pick one day of the week to do, what's it called? A stream where I play for like 2 or 3 hours instead of just 30 minutes, and do the 1.06 ring farming for the whole stream so that I can wrap up that 522 rare rings project much more quickly. And there's two main reasons for that. One, I don't want to wait a year for that to finish. I would if I had to, like if I end up like not having the energy to do streams, then I'll just wait a year. I've been grinding out some of this stuff for long enough anyway. The initial idea to start this druid that still isn't started was like 6 years ago or something. And then the other reason is for the sake of the number go up simulator with regards to viewers and subscribers. I think an identification video has much more draw to the general audience of Diablo 2 viewers on YouTube than what's essentially a let's play of endgame content. Certainly, I personally would be more interested in watching an identification video than the process of grinding it all out. And in particular, I would be interested in seeing the Cliff Notes version of the identification video where I show only the very best of the final results. So that was a lot to say. Let's see. Today was Memorial Day. I had the day off, but got paid for 8 hours anyway, which was very surprising to me. A suggestion that I recommended to my supervisor was taken and used to buy a deep freezer for our shop so that we can buy ice in large quantities and store it rather than having to buy a new bag of ice every single day. So I think that will help with keeping some of the people from overheating, having cool drinks. And also, I think ultimately it will save the company money, because if we stop to buy ice in the morning, then we're paying everyone who's on the clock in that vehicle to wait at the gas station while we buy ice. And if it's already in the freezer, then we're paying everyone on the clock for 10 seconds while they go grab a bag of ice out of the freezer. So it's much more efficient. So they agreed with me and bought a freezer for the shop. And I was thinking about it a bit more, and maybe instead of buying ice, I might go out and buy some of those freezer packs and put them in put them in the cooler for the day, and when we get back, put the freezer packs back in the freezer overnight. Then we won't even have to buy ice, on a recurring basis. So I might try that. So then we just have to make sure there's water, because not everyone is willing to drink water from the faucet like I am. I'll drink tap water and city water and well water and whatever, but I know that a lot of people are not really into that. I'm currently doing laundry. My clothes are in the dryer, So the person who wanted me to wash my jeans in my comments, I got you. I washed my jeans today after using them for 6 days without washing.
What do you need?
So they're pretty gross, but I don't care.
Greetings.
Why did I click gamble? Oh yeah, I am gonna run out of money. I didn't even think of that. I'm gonna have to pick up stuff to sell. Interesting. So there you go. Those of you who are actually following this as a guide, uh, make sure you're picking up stuff to sell for money occasionally when you're doing your Izual runs, or you could run out of money repairing your pike. That's wow, I didn't think of that. So there, that'll sell. I just picked up a light plate. I just picked up another light plate. And then, let's see. Tomorrow will be relatively a long day for me at work. But I'll probably be making a video, I think. Oh yeah, I mentioned last time that I was going to step on the scale to see if I'm gaining weight from eating too many peanuts and drinking too much milk. And I am, in fact, gaining weight. Um, so, I had been losing weight before I got my job. I was at my heaviest in Thanksgiving of 2022 at 242 pounds, so I was fat. Or at least I considered myself to be fat. I had gotten down to 180 pounds, so 62 pounds down over the course of a year, 3 months or so, before I got my job, and now I am 190, so I've gained 10 pounds from primarily from eating peanuts and drinking milk. So I'm going to probably be cutting back. I might just cut out the peanuts entirely and then cut back the milk. I think for the milk for now, I'll go ahead and keep buying a half gallon each day, but then not necessarily like forcing myself to finish it. Like if I want it all, I'll drink it all, but if I'm like, oh, you know, I've had enough, then I would stop. And then I'll wait, you know, 2 weeks and see how much I weigh. The actual meal portion of my dinner, I am trying to save some money again. I spent too much last month. So for the meal, I'll be using dried beans, coconut milk, tomato sauce, and eggs. And that will be my dinner. Like all in one pot. To go with the milk. So like the milk would be the main source of the calories. And then the rest would be kind of to fill me up. And to have some actual food and some nutrients. The beans have lots of, you know, vitamins and minerals, and then the eggs also have lots of vitamins and minerals. Whereas the milk is mostly just for the purpose of calories. So, probably it will be like a 1 pound bag of beans, uh, 1 can of coconut milk, 1 can of tomato sauce, and 12 eggs every 2 days is, but it might be every 3 days. So I'll be, over the next 2 weeks, watching my weight, see what happens. And if it stays the same or goes down, then I'll just continue with that. And if it goes up, then I'll probably at that point, I would probably cut the coconut milk. Anyway, let's see. So that was my weight. What other things can I update? Oh, this rune staff might sell.
Good to see you.
Wow. Look at that. I've been leveling from like 30, was it like 37 or 33 or something, to 51, and I still have not turned in my 2 skill
Hail,
points.
new champion.
That's kind of funny. It's really funny to me. Wow. Sometimes I amaze even myself. So since this is a guided playthrough, I guess I'll go ahead and pick those points and spend them. Probably on battle orders. Yeah. Give me my points, man. Can't believe you've been holding out on me. If you like Battle Command and casting that before battle orders,
What do
go
you
ahead.
need?
I don't like pressing the extra button, so I don't get it myself. Ta-da. Why do I keep clicking Act 3? Because that's what all my other people do. Excuse me. It'll also make my grocery shopping very easy and budgeting for my groceries very easy. I'm thinking at the end of this week, or maybe just some weeknight, but probably the end of the week because that's kind of like the end of the month. I'm gonna go through and look at everything that I bought this month, um, and tally it up so I can see, like, in my face how much money I've spent on what, and hopefully that will help encourage me to cut back on the energy drinks because I'm spending way too much money on them. Especially because I buy them at the corner store. And so sometimes they're as much as like $4 each, which is irresponsible of me. I'm spending well over $100 in a month on energy drinks. So I might just like, because there is some level of like, what's it called, placebo, I think, going on with me feeling like they're helping. There's 2 things that I can start doing, and one is to take my energy drink and mix it with my jug of water, so that I technically have my energy drink all day instead of, oh, I finished mine, I'll buy another. And then the other thing is when the can is empty, I could refill the can with water so that visually it looks like an energy drink, even though I know it's not. And so, like, it looks like it's something fun and exciting. I've done that in the past to help cut energy drink consumption, and it actually helped to refill the cans with water and just drink water out of the can. But I think the main thing will be to just like take maybe like a half-gallon jug and mix water with energy drink in there. Not powder, just a drink. If I buy powder, then I would just use excessive amounts of powder, so I'm not going to do that. Um, and then either wean myself off them completely, unlikely, or cut it to no more than one per day. Uh, and potentially buy them in quantity when they go on sale at the grocery store. The risk there being that if I have them, I will simply drink them. Self-control is not my strong suit. There was a time in my life where I ate ice cream every single day for years without missing. So, yeah, self-control not really my strong suit when it comes to things like that. We pick vitality. Again, if you want at this point, I think it's perfectly fine to start pumping strength to boost your damage. I'm going to be picking vitality probably forever, but this is a point where it's like, 235, probably around 250, and it's kind of just up to what you feel like you need. And no longer like, I'm telling you what to do. I think this guy, one, he's got full of gems. Yeah, 255, and then he needed a bunch of dexterity to be able to wear this. So I put 140, 140 to be able to wear the Grim Scythe. The guy with the pike, he doesn't need as many stats to wear the pike, so I thought I would just go only vitality. I forgot at the beginning of this video to highlight over my gear. This is not an impressive pike. It's not an example of what you should aspire to. And then there's nothing here really that's like, oh wow, that's really good. The boots are okay. This ring is okay. I like poison resist is often neglected, and so I like that this one has good poison resist. But otherwise, his gear is not impressive at this point. I haven't really done any farming with him for that purpose. Okay, I can probably stop selling random junk. I have enough gold to repair for a while. And then when he gets to Nightmare Cow King, that's when I'm going to try to get some better gear and potentially demonstrate SOJ farming. Did I spend my skill point? I must have. I don't remember spending it. Dang, one level and it's already 24 minutes. So I will not be getting 2 full levels in this video. Because I don't like the videos to be super long. And also because my laundry is going to be done. I didn't really do any cleaning. So that's gonna have to pick back up. I think the next target for like what little thing I'm going to tidy up today is going to be not tonight, but uh, tomorrow's video while it's uploading. Because tonight's video while it's uploading, I'll be folding my laundry and putting it away. But tomorrow's video, I have a weight bench, which is currently just being used as a table. So I'm gonna take like the stuff off of it and put it where it goes. And if it doesn't go anywhere, then either make a spot for it, like assign a new place where it does go, or throw it away if I don't need it.
Greetings.
I don't want this.
What do you need?
What do you need? So, I've been looking on Craigslist for CRT TVs, and so far nothing has popped up within a reasonable distance and also a reasonable price. Anything over $120, I'm just gonna ignore. So I'm thinking I might have to actually go like call up some retro video game stores and see if they have any, or some there's a comic book store nearby that deals in all kinds of toys and collectibles and video games and stuff, so he might have CRT TVs, and I'll check there. Or if he doesn't, he might know someone who like is looking to get rid of one. Because when I've sold him stuff before, like I brought some I brought him a few things like Legos and stuff, and he apparently like he knows people who are looking for stuff, and he knows people trying to get rid of stuff, and he helps facilitate by being the middleman, and not just being like a counter at a store. So like when I was talking about potentially selling him books, he has someone who likes to buy books from him in particular, and he's like, oh, well, let me ask them, and if they want them, then I'll be able to pay you a bit more because I'll know I'll be able to sell them quickly. And then I turned out to not have to sell my books. So he might know someone who has a CRT TV that he doesn't want to put on his inventory, but that he would help facilitate the sale of. So I'll probably do like 2 or 3 more Izual kills. Again, the main, I'm just 1, posting all of my gameplay, and then 2, giving a realistic expectation of how long this process of leveling should take for anyone who chooses to follow this guide. When I'm leveling in Hell, if I remember, I'll put on a run counter. Because I have, like, whoops. This guy, Erdar, 11 hours and 22 minutes, 2,742 runs. Let's see, don't remember how many levels that was. I think it was. I don't think it was his entire leveling process, but I can't remember. But I would put something like that. That's this guy. Uh, that way, when it's all said and done, I can just, without having to count up the videos, I can just point and be like, it took this long to reach this level with a decent map. So. Let's go. Alright, last one for today. And then I will be level 52. And I think I said last time I plan to run Nightmare Izual until level 55. And then go to the Cow King and get some items in Nightmare Cow King and show like what he can do. And then go to Izual in Hell from there. So that's kind of the plan for this character.